Hey everyone, Eternal Perspective here, and today I just want to talk about the time that I turned down six figures to cut grass. So I have a lawn care business, and 2025 will be my fourth full year. I'm 25 years old, and about 2 years ago, I had a customer that I cut grass for reach out to me and ask me if I had ever thought about the idea of working in sales. And to be honest, I hadn't. And, he told me that pretty much he really likes the work I do, he likes how I show up and I follow up and I'm a good communicator, all these kinds of things, and made me kind of think, hey, maybe this would be a good idea. So, he reached out to me in maybe June, so kind of in the middle of the lawn care season. And we would go on a talk through the summer, and I would find out that, this job would be selling things like janitorial supplies, so yes, even toilet paper, paper products, and things like that. And I would be a territory salesman, which means that I would have a radius of places that I would sell to, within about 3 to 4 hours of where I live. So there would be some pretty good travel involved. And then when he had reached out to me, throughout the summer and we would be talking, I was sort of on the fence. I didn't feel like this was, a scheme or anything like that. I knew it was a genuine thing. And the guy who reached out to me is a great guy, and we still stay in contact. And I actually see him as a mentor to me now, which is great. But anyway, later on that summer, I decided that I wasn't super interested in the opportunity after hearing just everything about it. And so around maybe August, I had called him and I just told him. And he really, really wanted me to just take some time to think it over a little more. And he also mentioned to me that in October they had a business meeting for their company where a lot of the people they sell to would be there and different vendors and things like that. So I did decide to go to that. And that business trip was definitely a little overwhelming. There was just so much going on and so many things that, in the professional world that I wasn't really used to with the career that I have right now. And when I was down there, I would hear multiple people tell me that, hey, you can make $100,000-$300,000 a year doing this kind of work. And of course, that's very tempting. And, it was a good weekend, and came home and just, took a few days to think about things again. And then I met up with the sales manager for lunch. We ended up having a conversation, and I told him I was willing to give it a shot, although I would like to also have continued my business. And I think both of us were able to come to an agreement that it seemed like I did want to continue trying to grow my business. It was my second or third year at this point, and I was starting to see some growth and traction in my lawn care business, and was just super excited about that. And I think that's what I really wanted, and I was able to continue to pursue that. And although I turned this down, by no means does that mean that I think that that's the right move for everybody who would be in my position, in this case. I think that it was right for me, and there were definitely so many factors that I thought about before making the decision. One of them was definitely to not just simply chase after the money. As a young guy in my 20s, just starting out, it would be a great opportunity, but I wanted to definitely look into the long term. I'm also married, so some of the big things that went into this decision were my faith, my wife, and my time. So a lot of prayer went into this, of course. I'm a man of faith and definitely believe in Jesus Christ, and so yes, a lot of prayer went into the decision. Wanted to consider my wife and my time. They kind of blend together. I want to be able to spend a lot of time with my wife, and just doing a sales job like this, I know that a 3 to 4 hour radius could mean there'd be certain overnights or just longer hours. And in my lawn care business, I have the freedom to, at least to an extent, choose my hours, while also still putting myself and my family in a position to get to where we want to be financially. There's a slower season in the winter, which is really nice. Like right now, I have some Fridays off. I'm not really doing much, outside of the snow removal and just growing the business in other ways. I also work part-time over the winter to keep some income coming in. But it's really nice to be able to pursue other passions, such as this YouTube channel even, or other ways to make passive income online, just trying to learn and grow. And having time as a 25-year-old to be able to do that during the day is huge. So yeah, a big takeaway would be, don't just simply chase the money. There's so many other goals that you should have in life in so many areas. And if your financial goal is going to be met at the means of taking away from all these other goals, then it just isn't worth it. There's times where, if you're into debt or you're really, really scraping to get by, that increasing your income is a huge priority. But thankfully for me, I was making some pretty good money at lawn care at this point, and still know I can grow that even more, and it just opens up so much opportunity for freedom and time, and that's just so important. It's just something I can't stress enough, how valuable it is to me at this age, just seeing how important it is to have time and to use it wisely, and yes, work very, very hard and get to where you want to be with your goals. And I know that doing it this way with my lawn care business, I am working hard, but I just for me, I feel I'm happier here than if I was doing a job with a ton of travel and a lot more hours. But yeah, if you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for sticking around. Leave a comment below what you would have done in my situation. Let me know if you have any advice for me even. And, if you like what you hear, consider subscribing. And thank you guys so much. I hope I can grow this channel. Definitely want to give a shout out to guys like WhyLearn and BizPath and all the people in this community. It's really just been an encouragement to me to see these types of videos and, YouTube and just talking about life and things I care about. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and seeing these kinds of videos have finally pushed me over the edge to get started, and I'm really happy about that. I really enjoy the videos, and I'm hoping that I can produce some valuable content for people as well. So thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I'll see you next time.